Good afternoon, it's Dave the Urban Survivalist. I hope you're well today. Now today we're going to be having a quick look at my allotment update. I've had a few people ask how it's going and I haven't been online as much as possible at the moment because I've been busy. So we're going to have a quick look around. It's not perfect, we're still weeding, we're still doing all this stuff. Have a little look at what's going on. Let's go and have a look. Right, so here we are. Not looking the tidiest it's been, but let's have a look. We'll go round and we'll do area by area. So at the moment we've got onions in. We've got garlic, which is coming up to the end of May, where that's going to be harvested. A lot of rust on it, but it turns out alright. It's our little herb garden. As you can see, we've got sage, thyme, oregano, lavender, rosemary and lemon thyme. Now in this part we've got all different types of peppers. You can see them in there. Lots of different types of peppers. So as the weather gets better we can open this up. Quite big, about 6 foot. Here we have beetroot and radish there at the moment, which are coming up. Lettuce, some lovely lettuce there. Snails have had a little nibble. But then we got spring onions, and in between them you can see the little carrots coming up. So we got spring onions, carrots and lettuce in this one. Okay, so as we're going around, that's my compost that we're making. This is going to be for runner beans, French beans, which are going in this week at some point. Now here's the asparagus bay, which we're letting go to seed. We've had so much from it, and there's still obviously the odd ones in there. But we let that go to seed now, and then next year it produces much more. Okay, around here. Now around here we have our peas. You can see that there. So we've got our peas in here. Now we get a lot of peas, and it's one of our staples at home. We love our homegrown peas. We've covered it with a net to stop the birdies and the sharp twigs that we got from the pear tree on the top. Now we got this arch here. You can see this arch we put the strung up. On one side we're having cucumbers coming up, and on the other side we have got, which are just starting to poke through, is borlotti beans, the nice pinky red and green beans. So that's going to be all the way over this arch. Okay. Now the greenhouse. Quick look at the greenhouse. Again, just a quick look. Right, so here we have tomatoes on this side, as you can see. These are aubergines, and these are cucumbers in the corner. So last year with aubergines we had loads of aubergines, loads of cucumbers and loads of tomatoes. Again, another staple for us. Down the side, this huge bush, side of the greenhouse. You know what these are? Blackberries in abundance. And that takes us over to our next, this nice majestic plant. So we got the artichokes. Now we trimmed this back last year and the year before, and it seems to come through with much better quality heads. So I mean, you can see there just off to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, a couple of the back, 8, 9. But again, we don't really know what to do with this, so it's not something that we like, so we usually end up giving it to one of the neighbours on the plots. Right, so we move over to here. This is our brassica bay. We've got broccoli and kohlrabi. Kohlrabi is another thing we grow a shitload of, to be honest. Okay, so the first half over there is the first lot of broccoli and kohlrabi, and then we're going to put some more in there as we go over. Now I'm going to go to here and do this bay first, this sparse looking bay. So here we have leeks. Okay, because I do like making my chicken and leek pie. So we got lots of leeks in there, which will eventually grow to big leeks. And at the back here, this random sparse place, we've got goji berry. Now here, raspberries. Again, we have good berry selection at the allotment, so we've got raspberries that come up here. and good old trusty rhubarb, which some of this is probably actually ready to pick. So we got like a rhubarb patch there. Now moving over here, this is our potato bay. So we got earlies and late potatoes in here. So obviously there's loads in here, as you can see. Right, these will be picked the first half probably in a couple of months, and the second half like towards the winter time. So yeah, so lots of potatoes in there. I think there's something like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, about 60 plants in there. Good yield on potatoes we have. Right, so here, broad beans, because my wife loves them. I'm not a great lover of them. They're quite pretty. Over here we've got a strawberry patch. You see all the white flowers on here. What we've done, we stuck straw down. It stops the snails getting on a little bit. Okay, now as we're in the corner, the fruit corner I call it. So here we have our pear tree. As you can see, this is going to give us some lovely pears again this year. And it's looking, since we trimmed it, it's looking like it's getting a lot bigger. Okay, now over here, apple tree, because we had the apple tree and it had a really bad apple scab on. Now we treated it and all the leaves had rust on and stuff, and they're looking so much healthier this year. You can see the apples are coming through. And over here we've got gooseberry bushes and red currant and black currant and stuff like that. These are still quite new, but you can see we're getting berries on, and you can see we're getting gooseberries. Now over to the last tree on the allotment. We haven't had a lot of success with this, to be honest, but it seems to be like showing some signs of fruit this year. Now this side is green gage. Okay, there are some on here, but not as many as we'd like. Yeah, it's very sparse, but there are a few on there as you go further up. And this plum tree that's been fused to it, so the plums, we should get a good haul of plums this year. As you can see, there's lots going on here. So again, it's the luck of the draw. We can't have everything all the time. That's part of like growing your own food. Okay, so we go from this angle just quickly. So we got the plum and green gage there. As we come around, we got the rhubarb and fruit bushes there. We got the goji berry leeks, brassica bay, artichokes, blackberries. In the greenhouse we have got the tomatoes, cucumbers and aubergines. Then as we go across here, we got the broad beans here. We have got some strawberries here. We have got the pear tree and the apple tree. Then we got our potatoes, our potato line. We've got the asparagus bay, that's going to be French beans, runner beans. Then we have the peas, the organic peas in there. As we come through, this area here, once it's weeded again, will be for courgettes, which are on the process of being done. The other bits that got going in, as you can see. Lots of work, lots of time. Then we got, as we come through the arch, let me go back so you can see. So from here we're going to have like borlotti beans meeting cucumbers in a beautiful arch up there. Now this area here, as you can see, this area here we need to weed again for the 5th time. And this is all going to be corn, so this is going to be a mini cornfield here. Okay, and then up here we've got all the peppers. We got the herb garden, which will grow big. We got the garlic, we got the onions, and we come round. We have got the beetroot, spring onions. I think there's something else in there, I can't remember. Beetroot, radish, spring onions, and lettuce. Beautiful colours. I mean, look at these greens. You can't beat homegrown food, and we do pretty well at it, to be honest. It's a lot of work, but yeah, it's very rewarding. Right, so there you go guys, having a little look at what we're doing and where we're going with the allotment. There will be updates once we start harvesting stuff. What I will say, hopefully it inspires more people to grow their own food. I know so many people have started growing their own food since we started on the groups and stuff like that. So that's really good to know. It's a lot of work, a hell of a lot of work, a lot of digging, a lot of weeding. Weeding seems to be, oh God dear, a weekly thing. And people talking about the end of the world. If you want a real battle, get an allotment and fight the snails and slugs without using pesticides or anything like that. Trying to keep as organic as possible is hard work. All right, so I'm going to stick the stove on. So stick the stove on, have a nice cup of tea, get that fired up. It's a bit emotional. I'll catch you soon.